Hello. Website in touch Guru.Markets. Thank you so much for watching our review. Dear viewer, we ask you to give your royal like in advance. Your thumbs up is highly needed to spread the channel. Guru.Markets. Now we will compare the current fundamental indicators of the company the Goldman Sachs, GS, ticker, GS. This review is based on current data as of June 19, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets organization the Goldman Sachs, GS, belongs to the subcategory Bank Broker. 13 companies are involved in the analysis. This is more or less representative. Let's start with general information about the company. If necessary, you can pause the video. We propose to study all the indicators of the company under study more thoroughly. You can view the table with the classification of company tickers using the link in the pinned comment. Thank you very much for your repost and other support, we really need it. Market capitalization of the company the Goldman Sachs, GS, is $147.5 billion. With a market capitalization of the subcategory of $577 billion. The Goldman Sachs, GS, accounts for a share of 25.564% and is one of the leaders in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $107.08 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $330 billion. Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. accounts for a share of 32.462%. Comparing the occupied shares of market and balance sheet capitalization, we see the following. Share the Goldman Sachs, GS, in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 25.564%. The balance sheet capitalization is 32.462%, which is 27% more than the share of market capitalization. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The organization's debts amount to $599.631 billion. Financial liabilities to book capitalization amount to 560% of the company's capital. Result on the company's debt level, very bad, -2 points. The company's stock price to earnings ratio is 17.9. The average in the subcategory is 18.6 and this is 4% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock market value to its profit in comparison with the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $8,751 million. Forward earnings for the coming 12 months are expected to be $12,019 million. And this is 37.3% more than now. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's value to revenue ratio is 1.3. The average for the subcategory is 1.7, which is 24% lower than the average for the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market price to its revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $116,710 million. Future revenue over the next 12 months is expected to be $160,300 million. This is 37% more than currently. Assess projected future sales performance against subcategory performance. Good, 0.5 points. If you are interested in our analytics, then please subscribe to us and click on the bell. This is free for you. You will be the one who will greatly help the development of the channel GURU.Markets. Thanks for your subscription. The sales margin is 7.5%, with an average for the subcategory of 9%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1.5%. Profitability assessment in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's share by number of personnel by subcategory is 13.764%. This is 86% less than the market capitalization share. And this fact reflects the imbalance of the company's exchange price. Goldman Sachs Group, Inc., most likely towards revaluation. The amount of market capital per company employee is $3,256,000. Whereas in the subcategory there are $1,753,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 85.7%. Estimation of the amount of company capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The profit per individual employee of the company is $193,200. Average for the subcategory, $94,100. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 105%. Estimation of profit per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's revenue per employee is $2,576,000. In the subcategory $1,043,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 147%. Estimation of revenue per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Shares for sale correspond to 1.8%, with a subcategory average of 1.8%. This is an indicator of the risk of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 57% for the company Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. In the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is approximately 53%. Technically, subcategory securities are valued approximately the same as stocks. Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price, the Goldman Sachs, GS, and subcategory shares. We can see that over 12 months the company's shares, the Goldman Sachs, GS, showed a change of 35.2%. Against the price dynamics in the subcategory 29.1%. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but we must keep this fact in mind. Before announcing the final grade, I beg you, leave your assessment of the company's shares Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. in the comments to this security assessment. We read every comment and try to respond to almost every response in the comments. The overall result is 2.5 out of 10 points. The average score for the subcategory is 1.5 points. If you look broadly, within the market in the aggregate, we can note that the average score for the entire stock market in the aggregate is 0.4 points. against a score of 2.5 points for Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. Let's look at the order table, which is available. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions made by the stock valuation information and reference system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. As a result of securities analysis, Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. Information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets, the decision was made. Do not open a deal due to the fact that Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. overvalued subcategory company. Thank you so much to the audience for watching this video and for using the information and reference system from Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience.